Another issue with the before doing the VLOOKUP, that is maybe possible that your source data doesn't have a unique ID column, right? So sometimes it's possible that most of the cases you don't have a unique ID to search with that your source data, right? So what we can do, some of the cases that if you combine two columns together, maybe that will create your unique ID. So for example, in this table, the salesman's ID are not unique. So if we combine with that your joining sequence, right? So the joining sequence with it, your salesman ID will produce a unique ID for our case. So what we need to do in our source table, we need to create a unique table, unique ID, because VLOOKUP works with that your unique ID. You are searching, suppose simple like your pin code, you can search a particular location, right? So simply to create the unique ID, what you can do, you can concatenate these two value. So you can use the simple concatenation function provided by Excel. You have to just provide this value, concatenate it with this value, so it is creating a unique ID, right? So we can write as a unique. So we can replace all the values in this table with this unique combination. Now we got a unique ID, and this ID is not getting repeated. So if we search with this ID, we'll be able to get all the respective column values in our VLOOKUP. So now let us see in this table also we have that your salesman's ID. Some of the cases it is duplicated, but we have that your, if we combine with that your joining sequence, it will create a unique ID, right? So maybe in your report it is possible that you can have multiple columns to be concatenated together before you are searching for that your VLOOKUP. So here also we can create a unique ID. So simple concatenation will work here. So you have to concatenate both of the columns and then it will create an unique ID. So let us cover for the whole range for our searching value, right? So it has covered for the whole table. So these are the unique ID. Now we can use the simple VLOOKUP as it is, right? So let us see. This is the unique lookup value we are looking for. And as you want to cover the whole range with a similar value, formula, we can lock that your lookup cell by prefixing with a dollar symbol. Then you have to give the similar table range. So this is the table range we can give as we want that name. So name is covered. We have to press F4 to lock the range. Name is in the second column and we are pressing false to get the exact match. We got it. So now let us cover for the whole table. Now let's see few of the cases it is giving NA, right? So the NA means the record is not available there. So let us see whether this record is missing there or we are missing something in our lookup function. So in this table, let us search whether this particular salesman's ID is available. The salesman's ID is available, and even also that your joining sequence is available. Still, we are not able to get the value here in the intermediate this table. And now if you see here the joining sequence is 4, and in this table the joining sequence is also 4, but it is represented with prefixes with triple zero, right? So as a result, your unique identifier got changed. Now it's a combination of both two, but in your intermediate table, we are representing it is as a 4, right? So now our unique identifier doesn't match, is not matching with our unique identifier in the source table. The reason behind it, In the source table, all the numbers are represented as a four-digit character, right? So here, if you see here, all the number are presented as a four-digit character, which are having like your prefixes with triple zero, double zero, or single zero, depending on that your which number you're representing. So as a result, what is happening in our intermediate table, we are not able to get the values for few of the cases, right? For example, if we take this occurrence of this unique salesman ID. So if we search here in this table, this ID is present or not. This ID is also present, but here if you see, there is a zero prefixing, right? So this type of problem is very difficult whenever you have a big source data, going there and changing for the sequence to a particular number sequence. It's very difficult and mammoth work. There is an easy solution for this one. Let us see how we can do. As I told you that there is a function called text, right? So text function, what it does, as I told you that it can take a value and then you can represent it into a formatting way, right? So as we want this particular value to be represented in a number sequence which are having four-digit number. If there is one digit number, it will be prefixed with three zeros. Now, if we see here, the 4 is converted with prefixes with three zeros, right? Similarly, if we convert this particular four-digit number using the same text formatting, with that your four zero is nothing but I want this number value to be represented in this four-digit formatted way. Now it is there will be no change because this number is already there are four digits are available in this number. Now let us see how it will happen for the three-digit number. If we press the same formula here for this three-digit number, right? So you want to present all the numbers into a four-digit number. Now see there is a prefix with one single zero, right? So if we use the text formula inside a Vlookup formula, as we have seen the sequence in the source data that all the joining sequence has been represented as a four-digit number sequence. So we can represent it, convert our lookup before doing that your conversion, right? So this is the concatenation we're doing. So before doing the concatenation, we have to change this value, right? So what we need to do, we can do a text and this particular value has to be represented in a four-digit number in the concatenation. Now if you see here, this is the same value as we have seen after the unique concatenation in the first table, right? So see, now this concatenation works for us. So what we have done here, we have just converted this number sequence, unit digit number sequence to a four-digit number sequence. So if we use this formula throughout the table, so all the single three-digit has been prefixed with a single zero. All the single digit had been prefixed with a three zero. Now, if we see automatically our VLOOKUP is able to pull the value. Few of the cases still it is not. Let us see whether it is a problem with the VLOOKUP or there is a issue whether this entry is not there in the table or so this entry is not there, so that's fine. So this will not be able, VLOOKUP will not be able to retrieve the value. That's the reason it is throwing the error. But wherever the entry is there, we are able to retrieve the value. So the lesson learned here, it's possible that sometimes you need to concatenate couple of columns value to get the unique ID. So you can use the normal concatenation function and that has to be used in both of the tables like your report table and your source data table to get the unique identifier and then you can do a normal VLOOKUP. There is another issue we can sometimes arrive that whenever you are doing the concatenation, the two columns value may be represented in a different way in both of the tables. As we see in the joining sequence is represented as a four-digit number in our source data table, where in our report table, we are getting this as a single digit or depending on which it's just a single number. So it is just representing as the number value, right? So whenever you are doing the normal concatenation, it may conclude into a concatenated value that will not be the same unique value that you have already created in the source table. So what you have to do, we have to use the text function. With a formatted text function will work for us. So formatted text function, you can change this particular formatted using the text function. You can change this number to a particular digits of number. So as we know that it is 4-digit number, we converted it as a 4-digit number. Then we concatenated both of the values. Now this unique identifier is a similar matching a unique identifier as with our source data. So then the normal VLOOKUP will work as it is. So for this, we can use the text function. So today we have learned normal VLOOKUP, and then we use that your text function, value function inside the VLOOKUP to overcome few of our error messages or few of our technicalities. So next chapter we'll cover that your advanced VLOOKUP, and we will do the error handling as well. If you like if you like the video, please like and subscribe and share. Please provide your valuable comments. And if you have any query or any issue related to Excel, please email me at datta.bec@gmail.com. Thank you for watching the video.